I got you. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Malone 10K podcast. I'm here with Angela Parker. She's a project manager, and she also is an author of a book. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I'm going to jump right into it. What's something that defines you but doesn't?
Well, something that defines me, I'm a woman. Naturally, being a woman doesn't define me in all of my aspects. I'm more than a woman. I'm a child of the Most High God. I'm a mother. I'm somebody's daughter, a sibling. So, I mean, it defines me, yeah, as a woman. But I'm other things included.
Right. Why do you believe that women are over sexualized?
Mainly because we are human and we're visual people. And being visual, women have the makeup, the dress up, the heels, and what you see on the outside. But I just feel like the beauty is on the inside. And so when you see a lady, you just automatically look at the outside. And so in our society today, you have to look at like videos, what you see on TV is visual. So I just think that we are over sexualized.
Oh, gotcha. Question: how do you feel about men calling women bitches?
Oh, that's a automatically no. That is something that's degrading to women. I just think the world that we live in today, the generation is more hardcore, and they think that makes them look bigger than what they are. But I just feel like it's just a hit in the face for our ancestors. To call our black women bitches. That's just a disgrace.
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with the culture we have today. Cause I think, like, especially when we hear the music and movies we see,
Yes.
it's a casual thing that we see.
Yes. And so, but I still don't agree with it. I think it's degrading.
I understand that. What's the difference between you growing up now and then how things are today?
Growing up now, parents could chastise their kids right then and there. And I just think now it's free reign. I mean, everything is just okay. When I was growing up, we got a spanking for, right there on the spot if we done something. Now everything is like a pat on the back. That's what I see.
Do you think it has to do with a lot of kids when they were growing up, they got whooping and stuff like that, but you think, I was sitting there thinking, I can't whoop my child. Especially when you get whooping a lot when you're a kid. I'm also thinking like, looking at the way the kids are now, I kind of got to whoop my child.
Right. And I'm not saying that whoopings, all kids deserve whoopings. Some things, you talk about. Some things it's a discussion. But sometimes it's time to spank a child. Yeah.
So do you believe in the saying that this hurts me more than you?
Yes. Because it really hurts the parent because you love them so much. And you don't want to hurt them. But it's hurting me because I got to do this. But it's making you better. So the next time you face this situation, my mom or my dad is going to get me. I'm not going to do it.
Right. I wanted to ask you, when it comes to kids, how do you build trust with a child?
To me, you have to build a rapport with a child. You have to get on their level. And whatever that may look like. Visual, hands-on. A child knows when a parent or adult really loves them, really care about them. And so I just think all that go hand in hand.
How do you stop from being a friend to the child? And then how do you stop yourself from being how do I say it? You're a parent and then you also want to be your friend, but how do you separate the two?
Well, I'm going to tell you how I separate the two with my two boys. I raised two boys. And I would tell them, I'm going to be your friend or your parent. Which one do you want me to be in a situation when you bring to me? You going to listen to the friend side first or the parent side? Because I'm going to give you both sides. And so the friend side going to mostly, going to go with what you're saying. I'm on side with you because I'm your friend. But here's the mother looking at the whole big picture. the choices that you make. It can go this way or that way. I'm gonna tell you the truth. A friend just gonna kind of, be that buddy. Yeah, we can do it. It's okay. No, as a mother, I'm gonna tell you, this is what you need to do. And this right here, as a friend, I'm not gonna co-side with you because it sounds good, it feels good. Yeah, so it's a difference.
I see what you mean. When raising two boys, what's something that you've noticed? I can't ask you about the girls. What about, well then, do you believe it's like a very difficult thing to raise boys in today's day and age?
I think raising kids are very difficult at this time because everything is so open. You think you wanna do this for your child. You wanna be this way, but society is showing them a different way. With videos and games and TV. All of the movies and stuff. So you pretty much have to be open.
I can understand that. I got a relationship question for you. What's your definition of cheating?
Oh my God, cheating is just being unfaithful. It can be talking on the telephone. You talking on the phone and it's not your partner. You married and you having conversation that you shouldn't have with someone that's not your spouse. That's cheating to me. And it's not open. You haven't told your spouse that I have somebody on the side that's the opposite sex from me that we conversate about these different topics. I feel like that's cheating. Now, if you open with your spouse, letting them know that I have a friend with the opposite sex and they're your friend too because they're my friend, I don't think that's cheating because you open. Communication is the key.
I was about to ask you, how do you feel about like your significant other having like an opposite sex friends?
I don't have a problem with that, long as he tells me that this is my friend. This has been my friend before we got together. Childhood friend, college friend. That's not cheating. That's open. That's communication to me.
Got you. What's an well? I got a couple of questions about insecurities. What's the insecurity you have about dating a man? What's something that is like a no-no for you off the jump?
Living at home with his mother or a parent with no job, don't see anything wrong with it. Not trying to better himself. That's just what he want to do. He's comfortable. I mean, that's a no-no. If everybody fall on hard times. If something happened and you fell on hard times, you getting yourself together, that's understandable. But just have no desire, no goals, no dreams.
Is soul food really good for you?
I imagine it's not. With all the ingredients, all the fattening and all that, but it's so good. I love it. I love soul food.
Well, I know there's one thing I know my grandmother and me talked about was like chitlins and stuff like that.
I don't eat chitlins. So.
You're not a big chitlin eater?
Oh no, I don't eat them.
Either the smells or the texture or the both?
Both. It's mainly the smell.
What's something about you that your kids don't know that would change the perspective of you?
Probably when they was growing up, some days I didn't like them. I love my boys, but some days the choices that they made and the things that they did, I didn't like them that day. But I never told them that. I loved them because they were mine. And so I had to find a way to reverse it and tell them the scenario in a different way. If it had played out this way and you had to chose this answer, the next time you're faced with this, please don't choose that answer. Don't go that way. Yeah. So.
How do you deal with stress?
Oh, stress, the gym. Oh, I relieve all of my stress in the gym. It's just, it's relaxing to me to go to the gym And I feel like I leave all of the heavy weight there because I
hit the weight.
Yes, I love it.
All right, I want to ask you about diets.
What about it?
How do you feel if you're on a diet and your partner isn't? Does that make you feel away or no?
No, because I'm on a diet and it's for me. It's an individual thing. I mean, if you happy with the way you are and the way you look and the way you feel, I mean, I would try to, change the way you feel if you don't think that you need to go on a diet and you overweight. I would tell you, look at the health issues. Or if you're in good shape and you don't feel like you need to work out, encourage me
I can see that.
to keep going.
Okay, let me ask you this. I know recently I turned into a pescatarian. Only eat like I'm sorry. Eat fish and vegetables.
Fish and vegetables. Cool.
You got cough again, don't you?
Yeah. You got me hot. You said feet. Okay.
Fan on again.
We do.
Okay. So yes,
So how does that work for you?
it works for me in the sense of it's weird because I've been like a big fan of chicken and steaks like that. But
Right.
I had to let it go. I don't really eat fried foods either.
That's good. How long?
About maybe 3 weeks or so. I've been on it.
Oh, the new journey. Okay.
It's a new journey. I've been eating a lot of fish, shrimp, and rice lately.
Cool.
And a little bit of vegetables.
How do you feel?
I feel like I'm more able to get up and move around more.
I love it. So that with that note, I'm only trying to eat fish and chicken. I'm changing my diet and the way I look and the way I feel because I feel sluggish when I eat fried food and soul food, as you said.
Yeah, because I don't eat like chicken and steak. Like I be feeling bad for the animals.
Oh, okay. So you feel bad. But what about the fish?
Yeah, make a good point. I actually have pet fish. Got 3 koi fish and some.
But you're gonna eat a fish. You don't feel bad for the fish. You feel bad for the chickens and the hogs. Okay. Cool.
And the cow.
And the cows. But you're raising fish.
Yes, I am.
And you're eating fish.
Correct.
Okay.
That's how we doing it around here.
Okay.
But I'm saving the chickens and the cows and.
Okay. Well, I'll take the chickens off your hand. Baked chicken.
That's all I eat. I was gonna say, I used to only eat baked chicken. I ain't eat fried chicken.
Okay.
But then again, I also noticed that. Let me ask you this: what got you to stop eating fried foods?
Oh my God. Gaining weight, sluggish, not feeling, medication. Trying to,
What was an insecurity you have put on you from an outside source?
Probably society. Being a teen mother. Being a teen mother, they say you probably be statistic, not finish school, being on welfare and all that. I wasn't that. I finished school with my class. I was a teen mother. And that's probably what the society put on me. But I overcame.
I'm happy for you.
Well, thank you.
Let me ask you, what was your reaction when you first found out you were pregnant?
Oh my God, devastated. It's like the world came to an end that very day. I was embarrassed. I was heartbroken because I know that my mom had worked so hard. I was in drill team, and so it was just hard. It's just like everything that you work so hard for and to make your parents proud. This is the moment and the time that you're gonna go and swing this on them and let them know I messed up. But how can I fix it? But they received it in open arms.
So were you able to go to college and stuff like that, or you had...
Not at the time. And that was another devastating moment. When I finished school, I had a child. So I didn't think it was my mom or my dad's responsibility to raise my child. So I stayed back and worked. And then I was able, years to come, to go to college.
Okay. Well, then actually, what's your definition of success? For you. No,
for me?
For you.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
My definition for success is never stop. Keep pushing. You are your own success. You are your own cheerleader. You got to push yourself to go, and it's what is your goals? What is your dreams? And you keep marking them off, and you keep going, and that's your success. Every time you reach a milestone, that's your success, and that's my success. I have goals and dreams, and as I accomplish them, I'm successful. It's not what nobody else think about me, you know.
I got you. Well, what got you to write your book?
I was at a very low point in my life. I've been through a divorce, moved away from my family, and then COVID came, and I was stuck in the house. And then Tony inspired me because he wrote a book, and that was my time to write, and it gave me a lot of healing. You know, writing it down and saying it out loud what I had been through, and the goals and dreams and the success that came with it within me. You know, accomplishing these things. So.
I wanted to ask you, as you're writing the book, did it help you learn more about yourself?
Yes, it did. It helped me to see that I'm stronger than what I think I am. Yeah.
I got you. How were you able to stay a strong mother during that time?
With the support of my family. My family, they're my backbone. They always encourage me, and we're a real tight-knit family. And love, support.
That's great. I want to ask you, when it comes to your sons, what are their ambitions, and how do you support them?
Oh, they're ambitious. They are like night and day. One is more the business-minded. He's married. He lives here in Tyler, and the other one is more Mia, the outgoing, the risk taker. He's more me. So I see both of them in me, the business side and the risk taker. So I support them knowing that they are me. And that is me. That's how I am. And that's all I ever wanted was support. So I love the beauty of both of them being different, but they both me.
All right, let me ask you this. As being a parent, what's something that your kids have helped you learn about yourself?
It's okay to fail, but don't never let that be where you stop. Keep pushing. Even going through the divorce, you know, that was a big hit for my family, but they kept pushing me and pushing my ex-husband. So, yeah.
Got you. How do you value money?
Money, it makes the world go round, but you use money for what is needed and not always for what you want, because those needs gonna have to be met. But once you misuse and mishandle money, always trying to chase that dollar to keep up with the Joneses, that'll come back and bite you.
Sure will. I want to ask you, well, it's like a long relationship question.
Okay.
Why do you believe some men out here don't take women on dates?
Well, now, you know, everything is online, texting and all of that. So it's not like a real date where you go and sit down and have a conversation one-on-one. Now people just date online, over the phone, text messages. And it's just so many different ways you can date, but that's not the way I want to date. I want to see a real person. I want to touch a real person. I want conversation. I want to feel eye contact. I want all of that. So I'm not into that.
Online dating.
No.
Let me ask you this. Um, after COVID, what was something that you pursued after COVID?
That's a good question. What is something that I pursued? Um, my career. Because now that COVID came, it's a lot of remote jobs and working from home. It's something that I would like to do. I'm not working from home now, so I would love to have a remote job. So I'm setting myself up now to be able in the next 5 years to be able to work remotely and make money. If I'm on vacation, if I'm sleeping or whatever, it showed me that you can be in an office and COVID came and it shut down a lot of businesses.
It is.
So you need to be able to work remotely from your home or wherever. So yeah.
Sure. Are you pursuing your own business? Or do you
Yes, I am. I'm dibbling and dabbling in a couple things. So some with some business partners, and then some with just me, myself, and I.
Got you. How? Well, let me ask you this: as you're growing and learning more about yourself, what's a current bad habit you're trying to break?
Current bad habit that I'm trying to make. I'm so outspoken, I guess. Sometimes you can be too outspoken and people can take it the wrong way. And I just need some time to think before I say certain things. And because my audience sometimes might view me different of what I might say. So.
Who's your audience?
The world, period.
Oh.
I'm just saying the young, kids, family, a little bit of everybody.
Okay. Here's a question I ask a lot of people. What's one thing you would tell your younger self?
My younger self? Oh my God. Ugh. One day you're going to be older and you're going to be able to look back and see these things, these choices that you're making right now. And these choices that you're making right now, it's going to come back to haunt you. So listen to everything that your parents say. Be more open-minded and invest in more. Invest your money in in different vehicles.
Just having one?
Yes. Or a couple. Because you need to have 7 streams of income.
7?
I do.
That's what I'm talking about. See, another question I ask people is, when you became a parent, did it help you understand your parents better?
Yes. Oh my God, yes. I felt like when I was growing up that my mom was the meanest lady on the earth. But when I became a parent, I said, now I see what she's talking about. You know, she said no for a reason.
Right.
It's to help me. You know, yeah, it's because she loved me.
I got you. You might have asked a personal question.
Sure.
What's your relationship with your mom?
Oh my God, we're best friends. I love my mom. I talk to my mom probably 6-7 times a day. And I just feel like we even closer now that I lost my dad last year.
I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you. And so my mom lives alone. And so I just want to be there as much as I can with my mom. So, yeah.
I got you. Are you an only child?
No. I'm the oldest of 5.
How'd that feel? Like growing up?
I'm a boss. I'm the leader.
You ran the house?
Yes. My mom left me in charge. So, yeah. But she meant that when she left me in charge and they done something, I'm going to get a spanking too because she left me in charge. So, yeah.
What's your fondest childhood memory?
My fondest childhood memory is going to my grandmother's house and seeing all my cousins. And we got to spend time together, spend the night. And, yeah, it's the funnest time. Kids don't do that anymore. Go to a grandparents' house, make a pallet on the floor, sleep over, tell scary movies and all of that. So that was, yeah.
I was about to ask you about that. I'm like, why do you believe that families aren't as close as they used to be?
Because it's too much out there now. I was growing up, we probably had only 4 stations, on TV. Now they have phones and iPads and everybody is in their own little world. Nobody is like eating together. We all had to sit at the dinner table together, eat at the same time. We couldn't eat in our bedrooms. We couldn't eat in the living room. And I just feel like everybody is doing their own thing individually. And the kids see what the parents do, and so that's what they doing because parents does it. And I feel like at a dinner table, when you come together, everybody should put their phones to the side. How was your day? How was work? How was, So that's the world today we live in. Christopher, stop it.
I know, but I'm trying to get rid of the wall that was put up by that put like I said on outside. I'm trying to get rid of the wall because I'm sitting there thinking I want my family to have like family dinners.
Right.
Because my friend talked about, he said that he went to a girl's house one time. They ate a family dinner. He was not used to them all sitting at the table at the same time.
Yes, we always did. Because that's how my mom raised us. And so I raised my boys like that. They were not eating in their rooms. We're going to have family time. Because I want to know, how was your day? The teacher has already called. But I want to hear it from you. But I act
That's
like
so scary.
But I act like I never knew. I wanted them to tell me first. And if they say, well, Mama had a great day, nothing happened. And then here I go with that little drill. Are you sure nothing happened today?
Don't do it like that.
Okay. Then I come back and I go to the other child and I say, okay, how was your day? Then I go back to that child that said nothing happened.
You get one more chance.
Yeah, you had time to think about it. You sure nothing happened? Okay. And then I just turn into them and let them know that your teacher called. Now, let's figure this out. Why did that happen? Why did you make that choice? Why didn't you raise your hand?
Well, another question I got. Well, this is a quick one. It's kind of funny. Do you make your kids finish their sodas? Like, when I was growing up, you could not drink your sodas and just leave it on the counter. You would have to finish it.
No.
Must be nice.
No, I didn't. And my boys, they ate different. I sometimes had to cook 2 different things because this child didn't like that. I didn't believe in making a child eat what they don't like. Some people do. You can't leave that table until you finish that. No, I didn't do that.
I felt that in my soul when you said that. How many times I sit there at that table staring at that food like I'm full. But like, if you sitting there for 20, 30 minutes, you just hope somebody would come help you.
Right.
It never come help you.
Well, I didn't. I didn't make them like that.
Okay. I want to ask you, when your kids fail, do you feel like a failure as well?
Yes. I feel like because I should have prepared them for that. And then if they do fail, I'm going to encourage them and let's find out a different plan for this, if this come again. And I'm going to apologize. I'm the first to apologize. I'm sorry because I didn't prepare you for that. Or I'm sorry that I didn't know you was dealing with that. I feel helpless. But let's find a solution. I'm always solution based.
Yeah. Got you. How do you not become overprotective as a parent?
Trust. Open relationship. And so that's how I felt. We was always open. I talked to my boys about everything since I was a young parent growing up with them because I was still a child, I felt like. And I'm growing up with them, so we grew up together. So I think it's open communication.
I'm going to ask you... Hold on, I'm trying to think.
You're fine.
Let's see. You celebrate holidays?
Of course. Yeah.
What's your favorite holiday?
Which ones?
No, which one is your favorite holiday?
Thanksgiving. It has always been Thanksgiving. So I'm thankful, for Thanksgiving, and I just feel like that's when all my family came together. At Thanksgiving time. Christmas, most time people will be at their own homes, opening up their own gifts. But Thanksgiving, everybody came to my mom's house. So Thanksgiving was my favorite.
Do you still do it?
Yes. We getting ready now. What? A month? We're about to celebrate Thanksgiving again. We already talking about the dinner, and who's bringing what, who's doing what. So I'm excited.
You already know I'm about to ask you. What are you bringing?
Oh, the yams and the greens. Those are my two dishes that I have: the yams and the greens, collard greens, and the candy yams.
What do you put in your greens?
Oh my! I could never tell that.
Oh my God! I was trying to get some information.
It's a secret.
Stop it.
It's all the fatness. You remember the soul food? It's all of that. So that's the one time I will be eating so good and not even thinking about all the fat. But then the gym comes into play the next week.
Dang. Okay. I got like 3 more questions for you that we can call it.
Okay.
One of them is, do you plan on getting any more tattoos?
Of course. I get tattoos at the spur of a moment. Most tattoos I get is like I'm at work and I had a long day, and I just said after work I'm going to the tattoo shop. Yeah.
For real, you playing?
No, seriously. I leave work and go to the tattoo shop. If I've had a long week, say for instance I had a project and then the deadline. And once I get that deadline, I get it all done. It's been so drastic, and I had to meet this deadline. I was like, a sign of relief. I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to get a tat.
Right on. What is it like being a project manager, and how'd you get into it?
I was thrown into it. My boss threw me into the project manager. I was operation manager, and she had another business that opened. And she wanted me to go and head up that project. And so what it is, she gave me a budget. I see the budget, and I got to see it from beginning to finish. And that timeline, I got to hit those timelines, and I got to keep within that budget. And so I love it.
You don't be firing nobody, do you?
I have.
How do you do it? I feel like y'all look at my dead in their soul and be like, you probably better feed your kids this week.
No. With gratitude. I do. With gratitude. Because it's not for you. And you know what? It makes it easy because this is not their calling. And so I want you to go and be great. Because you have had the warnings. You have had the support. And you know it's coming. And so I'm going to relieve you from that. So it's not like I'm just firing you on the spot. You didn't have the warnings and all of that. Because I'm going to work with you. Yeah.
Do you kind of see somebody not be able to be a good fit from like the beginning? You kind of like let them grow?
Mostly people that I hire, I interview my own people and I see potential. I don't hire people for their namesake, somebody dropped a name or something like that. No, when I interview you, I see the drive. I see the passion. And that's what you know. You come in. And your credentials, you might have the credentials or you might not have the credentials. But your passion, that's what I go on.
Gotcha. What kind of projects do you do? Or you can't disclose that?
I can give you a couple. After school programs for kids. Airbnbs. Homes. Renovation on homes.
Gotcha. That's dope. My last question for you is, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Better than I am today. Meeting more goals. Accomplishing more of my dreams. Every 5 years, I reevaluate myself. And so this is the 5th year. It's just so ironic that you asked me that. 5 years I've been in Dallas and I've, accomplished all these things, these goals within these 5 years under my belt. So, and then I wrote a book and I've became recovery manager, operation manager, project manager, CQI, all these things that I have accomplished, within these 5 years. And these were goals that I met. And so now I got to raise the bar for the next 5 years to be better than that.
When did you start? I'm sorry. I know I said 3 questions. I keep asking more, but I keep coming. I'm sorry. This promise is this. When did you start doing the 5-year thing?
Probably about 35 years ago. Even when I was married, we always had 5 years. We was building 5 years. You know, some people have goals 10 years, but I think 5 years, that's grace. Every 5 years, you know, the grace that God gives us, that you should have, raising the bar. Because He give you the grace to do it. So.
You got any more questions for me?
I really don't. This has been fun. This has been exciting.
Thank you, 'cause I've been nervous the whole entire day.
Why?
Because I always want the podcast to go well. So I was like, hopefully I do well. I was nervous. I was like, when we started going and getting questions, I was like, okay, it's going to fly.
You good. Me, I always worry about me because I'm not a good interviewer. I just go with the flow.
Oh, you did an amazing job.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
All right. Well,
I appreciate you.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank everyone for joining us on this podcast. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and have a good rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If I had a good shot, but you know.
We got it.
It is what it is.
Oh, my goodness.
Seriously? Christopher, really?
I'm going to die.
We can make a good team. I can keep going. We can do a every week thing.
For real?
Yeah.
You enjoy doing this?
Yeah.
And it make you feel uncomfortable?
No, I thought it was, but no. I mean, I could do a panel. I was asked to do a panel. It's been about 15, 20 years ago. And I never got around to it.
Yeah. Ironically, the lady here, Donna, me and her do a podcast usually like every Saturday. We can get to it.
Topic. What's the topic?
Last week we said we were going to talk about like sex. What we were going to talk about. Not like the motion, but like helping people understand sex, because I feel like
safe sex and all that good stuff.
Yeah, stuff like that. Because especially when we're talking about like sex in the sense, because when it comes to sex with me, sex is weird to me.
Why?
Sex is weird to me because it's like I won't say I was traumatized young, but it was like my version of sex was so weird when I was a kid. Because it's like, when I was a kid, I was looking at a Playboy magazine on the toilet like 4 or 5 years old.
Right. Okay, so you was looking at stuff that you shouldn't have been looking at. So
there's a picture.
So
if I can find it.
Is it?
There's a picture. I remember. So if you're looking at the doorway, let's say you're looking at this doorway here. The sink is here. The toilet's here. I'm sitting here. Feet ain't even touching the bottom of the toilet. Hanging up. There's a tub right there. Like, so you're looking at it. It's a cabinet, the toilet, and the bathroom. And the shower head is this side. And I'm sitting up there, magazine like this, on the toilet.
Why? How did you get that?
My father had a lot of Playboy magazines.
And you was a curious, bad little boy.
How am I supposed to know I was being bad?
When you saw that picture, you should have slammed that up and put that back. But every time you went to that bathroom, you want to watch that. See?
What I'm supposed to do?
Visual. We are visual.
Oh my God! But how you can't really put that on me?
So when you saw that, it made you feel uncomfortable. That's what you're saying? You said sex was weird?
Well, it's weird that also I was molested. So I mean, it's like.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like.
My cousins that were.
Yeah, so I feel like that jacks up your whole perception.
Your whole perception. And so one of my closest friends too was molested, and I can't even imagine as a kid.
Yeah, I think I was like 5 or 6 when it happened.
I wouldn't be sitting on this couch right now if one of my kids had been molested. I would have got life.
Yeah, my mom. I told my mom about it, and she was like, "Oh, you want me to call the police or something?" I didn't tell my mom until like maybe a year ago. I talked to my counselor about it. But like, it's always been.
Whoa.
My mom said she wanted to call the cops. She said, whatever you want to do, I'm gonna support you. She said, you want to call the cops or something?
No, I want to know. No, I want to know where the person that done it. That's what I mind. Even if my kid tell me today, I want to know where the person at. Tell me who it is so I can go locate. I just want to know, do you think you really got away with it? That's my question to the person. You didn't get away with it. Today is your day. It's two places, heaven or hell. Because I think I'm going to take it into my own hand. I just can't. So I pray my kids, they better take it to their grave if they were. And I'm saved. But that's robbing a kid of being a child.
Yeah, 'cause I think after that, I think my whole perspective changed as a kid.
I know it did. When I talk to my cousins and my friend, it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. And my cousin said that her mom said, and you better not tell nobody. She was a little girl. And you better not tell anybody. And you stayed with the man? You kidding me. That's selfish.
But I think that happened a lot, though, like back in the day.
It did. It did.
Even in The Color Purple, it happened.
Yeah. And you're not supposed to tell nobody. I'm telling.
You know, because me and Donna had talked about it one, because something that happened to her, and she had talked about it when she was like a little girl, and it happened. And she was like, it's kind of weird, though, with that person you trust that it happens with.
It's always the person you trust. Always. Somebody in the family trusted them to be around you. It's either a cousin or a friend of the family or uncle or aunt.
Yeah, mine was a cousin.
See, that's what they do.
And we was at Big Mama's house when it happened.
See?
But like I said, but when you're a kid, you're not thinking of what that is. You just...
Right. And you think it's okay until it's uncomfortable and you don't know if you should tell somebody.
I kept it to myself for years, and the first person I really ever told was my counselor about it. And I eventually got the nerve to tell my mom about it. But it was so like...
But you grew all the way up as a kid, a grown-up, before you told anybody.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
It's kind of like a hard thing to talk about, especially because like you feel so vulnerable.
And I guess the same way, because when I was pregnant, and, and I cried, and I just know I disappointed them. And then you feel like you done something wrong, but you didn't.
But I think that takes time to forgive yourself for it, especially if like you're unaware of what's going on. I didn't really know. I didn't know at all. like I've seen like parents, have relations. They could walk in on your parents or something. That's different. But like you're not knowing as a kid what's going on.
So is the person still living?
Yes.
And you know the person?
Yes.
And your family knew the person?
Yes.
And nobody's done anything, said anything?
I know I talked about it, but I never went into detail like exactly who it was.
Oh, but have you seen the person since all of this?
Yes. I never confronted the man.
And he had like it ain't nothing ever happened.
Nothing ever happened.
And I would let him know. What your counselor say? Just don't say anything?
What it was, we did like an exercise to get myself out of traumatic experience, to like this exercise we were doing. Like get yourself out of it mentally.
Right.
And like understand it, what we were trying to do.
Okay. But the next step is, I feel like you have to confront the person. Tell them, no, you hurt me.
Come to peace with it.
Yes, you hurt me. And do you have any remorse? Are you sorry? Do you need to apologize? That's my thing. That's how I release. Because I want you to know that I know. And that I know you did this to me. And you should have some kind of remorse. I have a problem with that. And you walking around because you done it to somebody else. I think
that's the thing though. I think usually, majority of the time, something's happened to them.
Yes.
And now it's passed down.
But then hurt people keep hurting people.
They do.
And so my thing is, I think it will probably relieve him. Like it'll relieve you to have that conversation. I just do.
It's a good idea. I never really thought about talking to the man about it. Cause I think because I've been so used to not talking about it.
Right.
That it just like sits with me, but like I just noticed it does taking like a toll on me. Right. Especially when it's like coming to like thinking of stuff like that. It'd be like,
it's not right. And then you walking around with that. He needs to walk around and bear some of that. And he probably is. And he probably just want to say, I'm sorry. because he was hurt. Somebody hurt him. You don't never know.
You know something funny? Whoever thought Tony would have brought us together.
Oh my God, Tony's so funny.
Yeah, it's funny, but I mean, you do have a good point. I think it's something that just needs to be talked about and something like that. Like I say, I've talked about it in a previous podcast. I talked to my mom about it. I never said a name, but I talked about it on the podcast. But like, I don't know, just
he probably never watched the podcast.
Probably so.
And probably saying he'll never say me. I just want to tell him I'm sorry. You don't never know.
True.
Yeah.
Well, dang, Angela.
So,
gave me a different perspective.
I just think about
just like it's just a weird concept.
Forgiveness. Forgiveness. Sometimes people go to their grave and they never ask for forgiveness. And I just feel like he needs to ask you for forgiveness. And I just think you should just tell him, you hurt me. You hurt me. I've never told your name or nothing, but I just feel like you owe me an apology. Or do you feel like you owe me something?
Don't talk about it like that.
Do you feel like you owe me something? If you don't feel like you owe me something, God bless you. But I want you to know you hurt me.
Kind of like relieve that stress.
Yes. And that, stop. You done your part. And then before you leave, I forgive you. You can tell them that I forgive you. Because this right here is a big moment for me to face my fear, and you was my fear. You facing your fears. He hurt you. I don't care who it is. I was open with my kids like that. My youngest son got a hard on when he was in second grade. At Walmart, he wouldn't get out the car. Him, my two boys, and my mom went to Walmart, and he got a hard on in second grade. And my husband at the time drove. He was over the road. So he was crying and saying, I need to talk to my daddy. And I said, if you don't get out this truck, I'm going to fuck you. He said, you don't understand. I have to talk to my daddy. So I said, what is it? And so he moved his hand. And I called his daddy. And my husband told me at the time, whatever you're thinking about, stop thinking about it. That's why it's like that. So, I mean, it was nothing too embarrassing for me. I started giving them condoms like in 3rd and 4th grade. They could go and get their own condoms. Because I was a teen mother. I couldn't talk to my mom about it. But here, y'all, you don't even have to tell me. Just take it. You feel like you want to have sex in 3rd, 4th, 5th grade. Because you can get somebody pregnant if they're on their cycle. Take a condom. I was always open. Me and my boys right now talk about sex. We talk about women. We talk about everything. We're open. Both of my boys. I was always open with them.
You know something that's funny? My great grandmother used to tell me, what you call it? Oh, she said you can fuck a chick and we could talk about it.
We could talk about it. You get blue balls, we could talk about it. I don't care. I don't care. We're gonna face it together.
Yeah, but I don't think that's a lot of, like they said, this would have been a great thing for the podcast, but I mean, it's like, we pass it. But I mean, it's like, I think the thing about sex, I feel like sex isn't like, dominantly is not talked about enough.
It's not. And I'm talking about good, clean sex.
Yeah.
Everybody want to talk about, twerking and big booty this and fake boobs, fake all of that and sex and, women, all of that.
Right.
But there's good, clean sex. If you have a partner, that's your partner. Y'all open. Y'all talk about everything. That I don't like it when you do it like that. I want to try this. Let's go to the toy store. Let's bring some more excitement. You talking to your partner. You tell them, I don't like how you do it like that. I don't like on the bottom. You being open. That's how you grow open communication.
It is how you grow it.
I don't know why people don't.
Like I said, there's very few communication really.
Yes.
People just go in
and have sex. And then they cheat because my partner, he don't do it like this. and then I want to try this, but I'm scared to ask him. You ask him. If he say no, or if she say no, I'm not doing that. Or I want to do a threesome. How do you feel about us doing a threesome? No, I'm not doing it.
Well, that's your answer.
There it is. But let's go to the sex store and let's see if we bring some toys in. There go our threesome. If we record it and look at it. However, that make y'all happy. That's my thing. I just think open relationship, open communication.
Oh.
Open communication. You gotta have open communication. If you never tell me, I never know.
True. My grandmother says, closed mouth don't get fed.
It don't get fed. Because I'm outspoken. Did you hear me?
I heard you a while ago.
And that's what I do. I'm nosy. I'm going to ask my son, now how you had sex with him? I'm going to ask him. That's why she acting like that. What did you do? Blow in her butt? What did you do? You blowed in a booty hole. You did that, didn't you? Okay, that's why she acting like that. That's why she cutting your tires, knocking out your windows, all that. You did some freaky stuff. Y'all did a threesome. What did y'all do?
Dora fucked up.
You messed her up. That's on you, son. Now you got to fix it. Next time you have sex, don't make it good. Be sloppy. Just lay there. Don't do it. You said you love her too fast, but you really don't love her. You just want to get the draws. I'm just being honest. That's how. The camera going. I'm sorry. The camera better not be going.
Have you seen me get up?
It's still going.
Yeah, it's still going. I can cut this out.
Oh my God. Tony,
Tony,
don't look at this.
No,
he did this.
No, I'm gonna cut this part out. But see, normally I notice conversations normally better after the camera's off. Cause I'm always so nervous. But now I'm loose. We talk about anything.
It's just me. That's how I feel. I don't know. Everybody's different.
Yeah,
I talk about sex with my mom and everything.
I don't ever get in detail with my mom. I don't know. Relationship with my mom is weird. I don't know. I never really talk about my mom about, like, say, when we'll talk about it, my mom, somebody talking about like a UTI or something. She like something like that. But I mean, it's nothing like, well, my great grandma on the other hand, she told me, she said she's more of a found her back type of hoe.
Okay.
That's what she told me. I said, right on.
Okay. Well, that's who she is. Hey.
She's very honest.
That's what I like. I want you to be honest. I want you to just tell me the truth. Truthful with me. I don't want a cheater. I don't want to date a man that's a cheater. That's why I'm not married today. My husband cheated. I said, no. If it's something that I'm doing that you don't like, let's discuss it. Let's fix it. Let's fix it together. We need to go to counseling. Let's go to counseling.
So you believe in like marriage counseling?
Yes.
I always feel, but I think one thing I'm gonna tell you this: my mom and my dad never got married. So like my definition of like a relationship is so like off. Because my dad been divorced, my mom been divorced, so it's like my relationship is so weird.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like I never seen like a healthy relationship.
Right. Well, you know, a lot of black people don't believe, or black men rather, or women don't believe in counseling.
You know, my dad told me that's for white people.
Exactly. That's what I've always heard. But counseling is so healthy because you sitting on the couch or whatever, wherever you comfortable, and you talking about what you do not like, what you do like, what's unhealthy for you, and what's not healthy for you, what's gonna make her happy, what's gonna make him happy. You know, whatever. You just putting it out there. But I feel like that if you got open communication, we ain't never had to go that route. Because we talking about it. We are each other's counselor. But if you want a third ear, and we need to sit in front of somebody, that's fine too. Because I'm open.
Because then how are you able to be so open?
I don't know.
Just natural?
I'm not embarrassed about anything. This is who I am. This is who God made me. When I got pregnant, I was more embarrassed for my parents than me of hurting them. But me, I'm getting hot again.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to go, Christopher, because we'll be on this all day talking about everything. I've enjoyed it.